Hi everyone, I've come to read you a story again today. Today I'm going to read A Squash and a Squeeze. It's one of the favourites in our house. It's got lots of different animals in this story. Shall we see what we can find? Ready? Let's look. A little old lady lived all by herself with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. Here it is, the jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's just not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." So that means she thinks her house is really tiny and too small, not big enough for her. "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." So, see her there? She's taking in her hen. She's taking it inside her house. Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug. And it flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. Oh no, that's not good, is it? The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one, but it's teeny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Uh-oh, so here we have an hen. Can we see it? And it's knocked over the jug and it's smashed, but here's the egg that the hen's laid. "I know. Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." But she did it anyway. Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg and sat down to nibble the table leg. Look, nibbling on the table leg. What a silly goat. But that's what they do, isn't it? Goats don't live inside the house. Do you think the lady, do you think she's cross? Let's see. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was teeny for two and it's twitchy for three." The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Oh dear. What do you think's going to happen next? The wise old man said, "Take in your pig." "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." But she takes him. The pig's huge, isn't it? So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. Oh no, it's looking for something to eat, looking for snacks. Uh-oh. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was twitchy for three and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan. I don't think there's going to be any room in that house for a cow, do you?" Well, the cow took one look at and charged straight at the pig and jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. Look, isn't that funny? The cow's on the table doing a dance. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out. I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Oh, look. The lady's at the end of a tether, isn't she? She doesn't know what to do. Have you got any ideas what she could do? Do you think? Do you think she should put another animal on there? Let's have a look. Take them all out, said the wise old man, but then I'll be back where I first began. She opened the window and out flew the hen. Oh, that's better. At least I can sneeze again. She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. Just look at my house, it's enormous now. Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for 5, but it's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble, there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house. And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-de-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-de-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. That was the end of the story. That's a good story. Can you see lots of animals on there? What can we see? Let's have a look. Do you think this one is? This one? What's this? That's right, it's a cow. And what about this? This was the pig in the story, wasn't it? And this one is the goat. And this one was the hen. Well done, and well done for listening to my story. How do we think the little old lady was feeling at the end of the story? I think she was feeling much better. She was much happy with her house, wasn't she? Yes. Well, thank you for listening to my story, A Squash and a Squeeze.